In my 25 years of living in Canada, I have made money mistakes that have lost me tens of thousands of dollars. In today's video, I am going to be sharing my epic money mistakes, how they happened, and what we can all learn from my school of hard knocks. I am not a financial advisor. These mistakes are from my personal experience, not hearsay or them say. These are my own personal experiences. So stay till the end of this video to hear all three of them. One of which is the mistake I made with the severance I got when I lost my job, which I talked about in my previous video, which I will link here or here. And I am hoping that after watching this video, you won't make the same mistakes that I made. So getting right into it, my first epic money mistake was getting involved in a complex tax planning scheme. Yeah, it is a mouthful. This is a type of thing they call an affinity fraud. That is when you are targeted because you are a member of a group of people who know each other, who are familiar with each other. So this particular scheme targeted new immigrants, people who are just new to the country, who did not know a lot about the tax system, who are vulnerable when it comes to opportunities to make money. Like we all came from our country far, far away, and we are in this new country, and we want to make the best of our time here to improve ourselves, our lives, and make as much money as we can, especially as when you come into a new country, you have to start all over again. And so you have a lot of catching up to do when you compare yourselves to the people that you met here. So yeah, we were approached with the opportunity to invest in these companies or businesses that were losing money. So I think the premise was that the businesses, they were legitimate businesses, but they were losing money. And you know how it is with the tax system in Canada that you can claim losses on businesses. We were required to sign so many papers to get onto this scheme, and it was explained to us that these are businesses that are losing money, and as an owner of the business, you can claim the losses on your taxes and then get a tax refund. You know, in Canada, we all pay taxes, right? Taxes are kind of high, and at the end of the day, when you file your taxes, if you are able to make some claims, then you can get some of that money back. So this was the premise of this tax planning scheme. You will claim the losses on these businesses, and then you will get a refund. They explained to us, but I guess we didn't understand it. We signed so many papers, we didn't know what we were signing. And yes, just like any other fraudulent thing, it worked. Like for the first year, for the second year, we did get our refunds. And then trouble started a few years after that, when this organization or the company that was doing this came under the scrutiny of the Canada Revenue Agency, and they started auditing all the people that participated in this scheme. So we were audited, and those claims, those business losses claims that we made all those years back, and this was like maybe a few years after that, like 5 years or 6 years or something like that. So all those business losses we claimed so many years back, they were disallowed, and we were asked to pay the back taxes. And you know how it is with CRA, you are not just paying those taxes, but you are paying interest on those taxes. So this was like, by this time, about 10 years or so, we were asked to pay back the refund that we were given, plus all the interest that had accumulated over those many years. So we were left with a tax bill that was more than 3 times the amount that we got back then in the tax returns. And trust me, you don't want to owe the CRA money because they will come after you, which they did. And it took us years to pay back this money. So my lesson from that is, if you don't understand the investment, if you are not able to explain it to somebody that this is how you are making money on this thing that you are investing in, then please don't do it because it will definitely come back to bite you. Especially anything that is tax related, you have to be very careful. Make sure you are following the tax rules because you can be audited, and if there's any problem, they will come after you and they will charge you interest from the time that the correction was made onto current day. And that interest is compounded daily. So the amount that you owe can go up exponentially. So you don't want to do that. So please, if you don't understand it, don't put your money in it. That's my mistake number 1. Epic mistake number 2 was what I did with my severance. So I did tell you that when I lost my job, I got a substantial amount of money for my severance in 2016. And so the mistake I made was that I put a chunk of that money in the stock market. And it's not the fact that I put it in the stock market that was a mistake, but the fact that I put it in the same company that I was laid off from. And you remember I was telling you that the oil and gas industry was really plummeting at that time. So yeah, this company was not doing well and I put my money in it. And of course, I don't have to tell you what happened. The stock prices went down and I lost a lot of money. The mistake I made was I was being sentimental because, of course, I told you that was my dream job. So I guess I wanted to still be a part of the companies somehow. And that's why I did that. But it wasn't a good time to put my money in that stock. And I didn't really educate myself on the financials of the company. And I didn't seek advice from people who know, like maybe stockbrokers or financial people. I just thought, oh, I wanted to do this, and I did it. And I got burnt by it. I had to cut my losses and sell the stock at a loss. My lesson from that mistake is that the stock market is not beans, right? You have to understand what you're doing. You have to take time to learn about the market. You have to take time to study and understand the businesses or companies or stocks that you are investing in, and ensure that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like they say, you need to diversify your portfolio. Don't just put all the money you have in one company, because if anything happens to that company, then you lose all your money. But if you are diversified and you have money in different companies, in different sectors, then if one sector goes up, another sector might go down, and then it balances out. And also, don't gamble, don't speculate with your money, your hard-earned money. So I have since learned to diversify my portfolio, to put my money in safe stocks that may not necessarily double overnight, but give you steady returns with the magic of compound interest. The stock market is a long game, so you want to choose those stocks that will give you better returns in the long run. And, just be contented with steady, consistent returns. Like the Bible says, godliness with contentment is great gain. And really, that is very true when it comes to stock market investment. The silver lining though in my severance story is that I did invest the rest of the money in real estate. And that particular investment has done well. And I will probably talk about that also on this channel. So stay tuned for that. And if you're getting any value from this video, this is the time for you to hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. This really helps to grow the channel and get the message out to more people. Thank you very much. Now, the final epic money mistake that I will talk about today actually has to do with real estate. Everybody tells you, that you can never go wrong with real estate. But I'm here to tell you from experience that yes, you can go wrong with real estate. It is true that real estate is a good investment and there's limited land, and so it will always go up and things like that. But depending on what you do and where you invest, you can get burnt investing in real estate. And the truth is, you cannot just dabble into real estate. You need to know the ropes and learn from experts and experienced people so that you don't get burnt and lose your money. I do invest in real estate, like I said in my epic mistake number 2, which are doing well. But I have had a couple of bad experiences with real estate. And one of them I shared in a previous video, which I will link here or here, and I will not go into that. But the other one was when we overpaid for a rental apartment that we bought. And the issue is when you overpay for real estate, especially if you want to rent it out, then you can never charge enough rent to cover your expenses, right? So every month you keep putting in money out of your pocket to service this investment. At the end of the day, it's not getting you any returns. Instead, you are putting in more money every month to keep the property. And This went on with this apartment for like 2 years. You know, we were hoping that things would get better. Maybe the rental prices will go up, or maybe the interest rates will come down, something will shift. But nothing happened for 2 years. And so after 2 years, after putting in extra money every single month into this investment without any returns, we decided to cut our losses and sell the place. And after that, I have learned that if you want to invest in real estate, you need to scrutinize the numbers. Apart from location, which is very important, you need to scrutinize your numbers. Make sure that you are going to have some cash flow before investing. Yes, I mean, especially as we grow older, we want to invest our money in assets that actually bring returns. We don't want to invest in assets that lose us money. I have learned, and after that, I have not made that mistake again. So yeah, a lot of lessons learned from me from those mistakes. And I hope you are also able to take 1 or 2 lessons from my epic money mistakes. That's it for today. Let me know in the comments, which money mistakes have you made? And what did you learn from it? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think we can really learn from each other and help each other to avoid making the same mistakes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload new videos. Also, stay tuned to this channel for much more interesting content coming your way. Until I come your way again, until the next video, you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye.